Yashar, chapter 83. And in the 12th month, in the 23rd day of the month, Moshe took Aharon and his sons, and he dressed them in their garments, and anointed them, and did unto them as Yahweh had commanded him. And Moshe brought up all the offerings which Yahweh had on that day commanded him. Moshe afterward took Aharon and his sons, and said to them, For 7 days shall you remain at the door of the tabernacle, for thus am I commanded. And Aharon and his sons did all that Yahweh had commanded them through Moshe, and they remained for 7 days at the door of the tabernacle. And on the 8th day, being the first day of the first month, in the 2nd year from Yasharel's departure from Mitzrayim, Moshe erected the sanctuary, and Moshe put up all the furniture of the tabernacle, and all the furniture of the sanctuary, and he did all that Yahweh had commanded him. And Moshe called to Aharon and his sons, and they brought the ascending smoke offering and the sin offering for themselves and the children of Yasharel, as Yahweh had commanded Moshe. On that day the 2 sons of Aharon, Nadav and Avihu, took strange fire, and brought it before Yahweh, who had not commanded them. And a fire went forth from before Yahweh, and consumed them, and they died before Yahweh on that day. Then on the day when Moshe had completed to erect the sanctuary, the princes of the children of Yasharel began to bring their offerings before Yahweh for the dedication of the altar. And they brought up their offerings each prince for 1 day, a prince each day for 12 days. And all the offerings which they brought, each man in his day, 1 silver charger weighing 130 shekels, 1 silver bowl of 70 shekels after the shekel of the sanctuary, both of them full of fine flour, mingled with oil for an oblation, 1 spoon weighing 10 shekels of gold full of incense, 1 young bullock, 1 ram, 1 lamb of the first year for an ascending smoke offering, and 1 kid of the goats for a sin offering, and for a sacrifice of peace offering, 2 oxen, 5 rams, 5 he-goats, 5 lambs of a year old. Thus did the 12 princes of Yasharel day by day, each man in his day. And it was after this, in the 13th day of the month, that Moshe commanded the children of Yasharel to observe the Pekach. And the children of Yasharel kept the Pekach in its season in the 14th day of the month, as Yahweh had commanded Moshe, so did the children of Yasharel. And in the 2nd month, on the 1st day thereof, Yahweh spoke unto Moshe, saying, Number the heads of all the males of the children of Yasharel from 20 years old and upward, you and your brother Aharon, and the 12 princes of Yasharel. And Moshe did so, and Aharon came with the 12 princes of Yasharel. And they numbered the children of Yasharel in the wilderness of Sinai. And the numbers of the children of Yasharel by the houses of their fathers, from 20 years old and upward, were 603,550. But the children of Levi were not numbered amongst their brethren, the children of Yasharel. And the number of all the males of the children of Yasharel from 1 month old and upward was 22,273. And the number of the children of Levi from 1 month old and above was 22,000. And Moshe placed the priests and the Leviim each man to his service and to his burden to serve the sanctuary of the tabernacle, as Yahweh had commanded Moshe. And on the 20th day of the month, the cloud was taken away from the tabernacle of testimony. At that time the children of Yasharel continued their journey from the wilderness of Sinai, and they took a journey of 3 days, and the cloud rested upon the wilderness of Paran. There the anger of Yahweh was kindled against Yasharel, for they had provoked Yahweh in asking him for meat that they might eat. And Yahweh hearkened to their voice and gave them meat which they ate for 1 month. But after this the anger of Yahweh was kindled against them, and he smote them with a great slaughter, and they were buried there in that place. And the children of Yasharel called that place Kivrot Hatava, because there they buried the people that lusted flesh. And they departed from Kivrot Hatava, and pitched in Chatzeroth, which is in the wilderness of Paran. And while the children of Yasharel were in Chatzeroth, the anger of Yahweh was kindled against Miriam on account of Moshe, and she became leprous, white as snow. And she was confined without the camp for 7 days, until she had been received again after her leprosy. The children of Yasharel afterward departed from Chatzeroth, and pitched in the end of the wilderness of Paran. At that time Yahweh spoke to Moshe to send 12 men from the children of Yasharel, 1 man to a tribe, to go and explore the land of Canaan. And Moshe sent the 12 men, and they came to the land of Canaan to search and examine it, and they explored the whole land from the wilderness of Sin to Rekof as you come to Chamoth. And at the end of 40 days they came to Moshe and Aharon, and they brought him word as it was in their hearts. And 10 of the men brought up an evil report to the children of Yasharel, of the land which they had explored, saying, It is better for us to return to Mitzrayim than to go to this land, a land that consumes its inhabitants. But Yahusha the son of Nun, and Caleb the son of Yefuneh, who were of those that explored the land, said, The land is exceedingly good. If Yahweh delight in us, then he will bring us to this land and give it to us, for it is a land flowing with milk and honey. But the children of Yasharel would not hearken to them, and they hearkened to the words of the 10 men who had brought up an evil report of the land. And Yahweh heard the murmurings of the children of Yasharel, and he was angry and swore, saying, Surely not 1 man of this wicked generation shall see the land from 20 years old and upward, excepting Caleb the son of Yefuneh, and Yahusha the son of Nun. But surely this wicked generation shall perish in this wilderness, and their children shall come to the land, and they shall possess it. So the anger of Yahweh was kindled against Yasharel, and he made them wander in the wilderness for 40 years until the end of that wicked generation, because they did not follow Yahweh. And the people dwelt in the wilderness of Paran a long time, and they afterward proceeded to the wilderness by the way of the Red Sea.